Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Brianna and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm about to launch a business, except will Rona shut it all down? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you the progress I've made and the dilemmas I'm facing right now. So let's start off with the usual. If you want to watch me build a business this year and actually do the thing the channel is about, please subscribe. If you have any advice or you just want to chime in, please leave a comment. And if you want to make me feel good about myself, please hit the like button. All right, so my last video, I told you guys I was finally starting a business. I have been on this entrepreneurship journey for 606 days. And I'm just now like becoming an entrepreneur. Now I've done things, the blog, the podcast, I wrote a book. I did those things which I felt were doing the thing, but now that I'm actually doing the thing, I don't feel like I was doing the thing. So my advice from that experience is going to be that if what you're doing just feels like you can't get it to fit, you can't like make it make sense, then it probably doesn't make sense for you. For me, I just couldn't like make the blog situation fit to how they were telling me I was supposed to do it. And I just couldn't make it fit. And that's because it wasn't right for me. But here I am making it fit. So I am launching a business with a friend. It started off with an idea that I had for her, she and I, to host an in-person event based on her expertise, but it turned into a business and here we are. So I've done a lot of things to get ready to bring it to market. So my goal for launching the business was April 1st. If you are on Earth, you know that we're in the Rona watch 2020. This is a global situation and we're having to, like, we don't know. China, as far as I know, is the only one who's passed it. Although today I heard this is not about that. Anyway, we don't know what our future is, and therefore I don't really know what the future, like I don't really know what to do about my business. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the things I've done because I think that it'll be useful for you to kind of see what goes into starting a business. Even though I haven't started it yet, I still think that that's valuable. So let me get started. I told you that I made a pitch to my friends. So before I pitched, I had a complete idea, including I talked about what her goals were and how my idea would fit into her goals. I had the brand already kind of developed, and I even like fleshed out the event that I wanted to do to help her envision it. So then we decided to make it a business. So I did the pitch, created the brand. After that, I checked to see if this name was already registered as an LLC and as a trademark. I'm not gonna get a trademark right now because you have to be doing business under the name before you can trademark the name. The reason trademarking is important is because even if you have an LLC, somebody can trademark that name before you and make you stop using the name for your business, even if you've been using it for a long time. So that's important, but it does cost a lot of money, and I don't have that at this stage of the game. Of course, in checking if the name is available, you also check if the domain is available, which I did way back in the branding part. Now, these steps are not necessarily in the order I did them. They're kind of in the order I would think is like the most logical way to do it. So the next thing I did or should have done was to make the business plan. That came before the LLC. So in the business plan, I just Googled business plan, and my partner and I went down the list and answered as many of the questions as we could. One of the things I felt like was really valuable was the market research, because I didn't really have a sense of anyone doing anything like we did. But some people are kind of doing things similar to what we are trying to do. So that was good to know. I'm actually working with someone else to help her start her business. And that step has also been very valuable to me because I think she's in a place where she's got a lot of good ideas, but she's not realizing that a lot of other people have that idea, and she's got to focus on how she can make it unique. So we did the business plan. We outlined how our business was going to operate, what our goals were. We made like a one-liner about what we do. Then I registered the LLC. Then I applied for the EIN. The EIN is like your business social security number. So after that, or next would be buying the domain. Actually, I think I would buy the domain after I decided I was going to do a business, just so you have it. But buy the domain. I also bought a website. I thought that since I have made blogs in the past, I could just get a template and make a business website. No, that's not how it worked. I had to kind of learn how to use WooCommerce. There may have been another way to like do transactions on your site, but I just went with WooCommerce because I had heard a little bit about it, and I just could not make it work. And I'll get back to that. But so I, at this time, also wasted a lot of time working on a logo and branding. At this point, I don't have a logo and branding. I know how our brand will operate, but I don't know the aesthetics of it. However, I think that will flesh out as we start to operate. And I just don't feel like that's something I need to spend time on right now. So I was working on the website, and in my last video, I said I was gonna do it, I would hire someone later. But I was like, this is taking up a lot of my time and energy, and I want the website to look right and represent us correctly when we launch. So I went ahead and looked for somebody to help me make the site. I went to this billionaires group on Facebook and searched web design. I looked at a few people's offerings. I talked to a web designer, and then I also talked to the person who designed my friend's website. I had a call with her, and you know, these are both great options. The one was gonna do it for like $250. The other one who did my friend's website, she said it would be $2,997, which is not a bad price. However, I don't have that. Plus her timeline was too long. And I felt like there's gotta be another way for me to achieve the look I want on the budget I want. So I went ahead and went to Squarespace, and I have achieved it. The only thing that I can't do right now is the pictures, which I don't know how we're going to get over that, but we'll talk more about that later as well. So I went to Squarespace, and that has solved my problems. Right now, I'm adding our services to like a store so that people can actually pay for stuff if they want to. Like when we're ready, when we launch the site, they can go ahead and pay. So that's the step I'm on. But I've added I've done everything. That's what I still have to do. So I also got emails with our domain. So my email address is like brianna@mybusiness.com. And I did that for me, her, and then like a team email. And I figured out how to forward those to our private email. So that was like a significant step. I just feel like having email at your domain is important. It's professional. So I'm glad I got that done. I've set up PayPal, which I needed that EIN for. The other thing I've done is signed up with ConvertKit. The alternative to ConvertKit is MailChimp, and I use MailChimp for my blog. ConvertKit is so much more than MailChimp, and I'm really glad I'm using it. The only thing is it costs money. I think it's like $26 a month, and Squarespace is $26. One of them is 26, one is 30, something like that. And so that right there, my baseline operating costs are like $50, $60 a month, just before anything. So I need to try to make at least $60 a month, not to mention the money that I've already spent on the LLC, which was $51, and whatever other things I end up paying for. So I am using ConvertKit to collect emails, and I'm also using it to have people sign up for the webinars, which is a component of our business. I've enjoyed it. I'm still on a trial right now, and so I haven't yet integrated it into the site, but I will do that. One thing that I'm kind of wondering about is they have landing pages on ConvertKit, but a lot of people say they use lead pages and they love lead pages. But lead pages is again like $30 a month. And I don't really see how, I don't know why it's so much better than the ConvertKit landing pages. So the landing page is where you're gonna, when you go to buy something, a lot of times they'll have like all this text for you to read, which I don't read, and then you will buy it. It's supposed to help somehow. Lead pages has additional features, like if I go and do all that but then don't purchase, it'll email me as a customer later and be like, oh, do you want to buy this still? Yeah, but that's one of the things I'm curious about. So I've done the ConvertKit. Now I also have set up the structure for my services, and I'm very clear on how the business is structured. I'm still kind of thinking about the packages, but I've got that down. I've got it. I'm inserting it into the website. I have also created a social media plan, so I know what all our posts are for the month of April. And one of the questions I'm having is, since there are two of us, how do we really represent us, like, as a brand? Should she be more forward because she's the main talent? Should we only talk about professional things, or do they need to know about our private lives? I don't know. All I do know is that I want our brand to provide value, period. Like, I want to make sure that we're doing things and giving away information, helping people improve their businesses before they even do business with us. So that's my main focus, and I think that we'll figure those other parts out as we go along, but I'm still kind of thinking about that. And lastly, I started a lead magnet, which is the incentive offered to get people to give me their email address. So I need email addresses because that's the most effective way to market. The people sign up and they get on your list. They literally are saying, hi, I'm somebody that would want to do business with you. Here's how you contact me. And then I do business with them, or tell them about the business opportunities I have. So it's like the lifeblood of every business. And if you've ever heard anybody say anything about emails, they say social media can go away tomorrow, but you own your email list. So that's why that's important. The lead magnet actually started out as a low cost item to be available on the site so that people could buy it and then know that we deliver. Without really taking much risk because it's so low cost. But I think it's more important to have a lead magnet. So that's where I've done. But the things that are kind of stopping me from feeling like I can launch the business is, number one, the pictures. I need the pictures for the website. I just really do. We don't have any pictures of each other, of ourselves. We don't have any pictures together. We have some a picture in a club recent, but I don't know if I want to use that. But I just feel like it's really important to represent ourselves accurately by having things done right. So if I can't get it done right, since we're on a stay-at-home order, so we can't even go leave the house. I can't go stand 6 feet away from her and take pictures. I could, maybe. But anyway, we're not supposed to do that. So how am I supposed to get these pictures done? And I feel like the pictures are integral for the social media site and the website. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I also need to set up a bank account, which I don't know if I can do from online, but I need, that's just something I need to do. I also need to create a refund policy, cancellation policy. Given what's happened, there are a lot of businesses who are in a position to decide if they're going to give refunds or not. And I'm really disappointed in the businesses I'm seeing that are not giving refunds, citing their refund policy. Your refund policy does not cover a global pandemic. I'm sorry. So I feel that people who don't want to give refunds right now are greedy and exploitative of their customers, and they do not deserve to succeed. So there you go. That's something that I really need to work on, inspired by Rona 2020. I also need to work on my email sequence, which is what happens after someone gives me their email address. This is a set of emails that will go out to them to help them get to know me. I don't ever read those things, but apparently they're effective, so I don't know. And I also need to set up a link tree for the Instagram, which I have also not set up. And I need to set up the service we're gonna use for our webinars. So the thing is, this is an online business, and it feels like a really good time to start an online business because we're gonna be inside for a while. Even if we're not like on lockdown, I think people are still gonna be wary of large social gatherings for a while. And this is just, I just feel like it's perfect for right now. But what are people's, like, what's their money looking like? If they aren't able to work, are they going to want to invest in increasing their skill? And also, if I'm like not allowed to get together with my partner, how do I really move forward? Those are real questions to me. So my husband had asked me last week if I was still gonna launch, and I was like, yes, but now I'm just feeling like, should I do it at a time when people are more ready to invest? But I also feel like I'm not coming out asking people for money right away. I'm coming out saying, this is who we are, this is what we have to offer. And our first offering actually is a free webinar workshop. It's a goal setting workshop, and it's free for anyone, not just people specific to the type of business that the type of skill that we're helping with. So maybe it would be a good time for that. But I don't know. It's just a weird time. You also don't know what's going to happen next. And is this a good time? That's the question. Is it a good time? Or should we wait till the economy is back to normal? I don't know. I'm still going to try to make it next week, but my biggest obstacle is the photos. So we will see what's going to happen. Anyway, let's update on my business. If you have anything to add to my to-do list or take off my to-do list or, whatever, please leave me a comment. If you are interested in watching me do this thing, please subscribe. Also, I started a channel with my husband called, well, actually, I'll just link it below because I need to change the name. It's just the name from our email address, but we started a series called Love and Memes where we go through and talk about memes. I think my husband and I have a unique relationship because we're very much opposites. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how that works. So you can watch it before your eyes as we review memes and movies. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video.